So Dr. Rafael and Mr. Al-Khafa, thank you very much for taking this interview with Fitness Media. My first question goes to Dr. Rafael. This is the first time Asia's highest level bodybuilding and fitness contest held in Beijing of China. What is your comments to the overall organization work of this event?
Well, this is the 50th anniversary, and this is a great celebration for sport in Asia. A great celebration for our sport and lifestyle of bodybuilding and fitness. And to host this event in Beijing, in China, a city that is very meaningful for sport internationally, especially after the great success of the Olympic Games, and a city that loves sport, is a great feeling for all the Asian bodybuilding and fitness family and for the International Federation. And we are really, really impressed by the magnificent organization made by the Chinese Bodybuilding Association. We are very proud to have China as one of our 191 members in the international family of IFBB, and we consider that this event is setting a landmark of quality and excellency in our sport.
That's a great compliment. So what is your impression to the athletes' performance in our countries of this event?
Fantastic athletes. Yesterday, particularly in classic bodybuilding is a category that is going now to play a very important role in our Olympic participation. Bodybuilding and fitness, under the leadership of His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah, the President of the Asian Federation, is now member of the Olympic family in Asia, and we are participating in the Asian Beach Games. I saw yesterday with the category of classic bodybuilding, I saw yesterday so talented athletes that are going to give a great impression of our sport in the Olympic family in Asia. And without other consideration, because all of them are in an excellent level, I saw some of the classic bodybuilder athletes, particularly the overall champion from China, amazing. We are seeing here athletes of world caliber, and this is excellent.
Great. So what's your expectation of the development of IFBB and CBBA in the future?
We are living the fitness revolution. Everybody wishes to be in shape. And people understand now, especially the young generations, that this is not made just by chance or by miracles. This is made by lifestyle, proper nutrition, and proper exercise, weight exercise, make it happen. This is the revolution, fitness and bodybuilding revolution, and we are very proud to be the federation that is leading this since our foundation in 1946. So our 70 years of history, and nowadays in the 21st century, with the great impulse of the new generations, we are impacting the society. This is beautiful. Regardless age and physical condition, bodybuilding and fitness are a great tool for health.
Right. I think we are all very happy to be part of this revolution. Now, my last question is that we received a lot of attention on these championships, and we had a great honor to have both of you coming to this event. Can you please introduce us a bit of the history and the background of the AFBF Bodybuilding and Fitness Championships, and why it's called the 50s? What does it mean?
Well, I consider this question might be better addressed by the President of the Asian Federation. The 50th anniversary from the side of the International Federation, the 50th anniversary is just the history of success. 50 years of work in Asia, of dedication in Asia, and 70 years of dedication worldwide. And the origin of our development in Asia is coming from China. In the early 50s, our founder, Ben Wader, visited China and was inspired by your culture and by your love for sport. And as well, he made a foundation that was bringing what is now a bright reality, the Chinese Bodybuilding Association, and so many youngsters and so many Chinese people inspired by the sport. But I consider that regarding this 50th anniversary, it is His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah who might illustrate us more as the leader of our sport in Asia.
Right, okay. Ms. Abdul, do you have some comments on this question?
Sure. First of all, let me emphasize one thing. We are first greatly honored to have Dr. Rafael Santonga, the president of the IFBB, with us today in this competition. This shows the importance of Asia to the international community, and we would like to again thank His Excellency for taking the time of his busy schedule to be here with us. The IFBB organizes thousands of events every year, and this is one of them. So for His Excellency to be here is our great honor. In terms of the question of the 50th anniversary, well, I think that we are lucky, first of all, to have founders that had the image to bring the sport to where it is today. This is the 50th edition of the championship. Last year we had the 49th edition. This is the 50th. We chose with our colleague, the General Secretary of the CBVA, Mr. Gutiao, a place that is rich with history, culture, and love for the sport of bodybuilding. So we are extremely happy that we are here today in Beijing, China. And if we were to see the number of Chinese athletes in this competition, with over 100 athletes competing in the Asian Championship, I think that it sends a strong message that bodybuilding is one of the leading sports in China today.
It is. So my next question is that, so now we entered into the second day of the championships, and on yesterday's event, we saw many bodybuilders and fitness athletes achieve great results. So what is your overall impression on their performance this time?
I do recognize a better and quality every time. Keep in mind that a couple of years ago, we only had one discipline in the Asian Championship, but it grew to many disciplines today. We had to grow it from a one-day event to a four-day event,
right,
with two days competitions. Today we have bikini and men's bodybuilding. There is a huge number of athletes in the disciplines. We have decided in the Executive Council meeting and in the Congress to even increase some of the weight categories in one of the disciplines. This shows that there's a growing interest in some of the disciplines like physique. This is a new discipline introduced by the IFBB only a couple of years ago that has come to Asia and has influenced the youth to enter this discipline.
It's getting very popular.
It is, yes.
Yeah. I have the same question for you. Again, so as we know that this is the first time Beijing hosts AFBF Asia Bodybuilding and Fitness Championships. So what's your comments on the organization works of China Bodybuilding Association this time?
Before even coming to China, I knew for a fact that we will have a successful championship due to the track record that China has built over the years in the organization of sports events. The biggest example was the Olympics in 2008. So I had no doubt that the organizing committee will yet again prove right. And today we are witnessing one of the biggest Asian participations of all time in terms of athletes and in terms of disciplines. So our heart-warm thanks go out to everyone involved in organizing this event. We have felt as if we were at home since the moment we stepped off the plane, and this is not something new to the Chinese people.
Right. So the fitness industry in China is booming now, and more people, more and more Chinese people are actually seeking to be health from fitness. So on what aspects AFBF has planned to help the development of fitness and bodybuilding in China and in Asia?
When I was first elected as president, I had a promise to everyone who elected me, but first of all, a promise to His Excellency Dr. Rafael Santonga. And we introduced 5 main pillars in the campaign. One of them was popularizing the different disciplines of bodybuilding. And that's why today we have grown to have all these different disciplines, including men's bikini, men's physique, women's bikini, men's physique, women's physique. These categories had a very limited number of athletes in the past. But more and more competitions were organized to have more and more athletes. So there is a growing base in these different disciplines.
Right. So here's my last question. Many of the audience we interviewed yesterday said that this championship raised their attention and interest to professional fitness and bodybuilding contests. So is there any word you would like to say to the bodybuilding and fitness enthusiasts in China?
First of all, I think we have to thank all those who are working in streaming this competition worldwide. It has been a transformation in the way people watch our sport and follow it. It has reached to all the households, and through that, my message would be to compete, to be knowledgeable, and to live a healthy lifestyle.
Right. Okay, thank you very much for taking this interview with Fitness Media.